Alright, welcome back to HOI4 Great War Mod. My name's the Good Hot Shot. I'm joined with my friend, Praetore. How you doing?
Praetore.
Praetore. I say it wrong all the time, fam.
You'll get there eventually.
I will.
I think we can definitely try it a bit faster, I think, though. We'll start with force. Yeah, we'll start with 4-speed. We'll see whether or not it's a car crash. If it is, then we'll try
if it's a car crash, then we'll turn it down. If it's not, we'll chill.
Yeah.
So let's go, fam. We're back with
let's go.
episode 2 of the Great War Mod.
Oh God.
Austria. Who are you?
Germany.
No,
obviously.
no. You're not Germany. You're the Kaiser. Kaiser Wilhelm II.
Sorry, I'm Kaiser.
I'm an old man, bro. I've gone into retirement. What do you mean? So yeah. So in the last episode, basically, it was a slow start because we were on 2-speed. We were testing the waters. But yeah, can tell the people what you're doing, bud.
What am I doing? I'm basically trying to produce enough equipment to reinforce all of my armies, and then from there I'll start producing more.
It's very wise. As you can see, he's got 127 divisions. He has twice the army as me. He's got twice the military factory, twice the naval. Not quite double the civs. He's got exactly double the amount of planes. And yeah, he's got about 100,000 more men. But at this point in the game, you know, everything can change, and it's not we're not playing against each other. Like, that's not what it is.
Bans communism.
National stability minus 74%, bro. You just done.
Yeah, I just watched the stability drop to fucking 4%.
Excusez-moi, this
Roll
is.
credits.
I am Eastern Europe, bro. There is no such thing as a. Do you see a Kingdom of Montenegro, fam?
Montenegro, what's that?
Exactly, bro. Safe G, right? Basically, yeah. There's no such thing.
Oh yeah, reinforce the Kaiser's authority. Now let's get military. I should start renewing the Triple Alliance in a minute, though, shouldn't I? I think after militarism.
So better artillery, wheels. You know, wheels on the bus go around and round. Finish in 10 days. That's good. And yeah. So let me just write on the board to the whitish.
Do you know what's actually really tempting?
What's it tempting, bro?
Fascist coup.
Why?
Because it'd be so fucking funny. It's like, the German Empire will now be known as the German Empire, minus 300 political power.
And then you just see, like, baby Hitler. Just like, yes, fam, I'm here.
Actually, yeah, that's a fair point, though. Hitler would be around. He'd be very baby-faced.
Yeah, he wouldn't have his tash. He wouldn't be.
Gotta oppress the minorities, of course. Can't forget that.
I'm sorry, yeah, but I've just got to, you know, promise peace, bro. Nah, I'm messing.
Is stability that important?
Nah, bro. Field artillery upgrade and field artillery wheels. So that means we're gonna go radios. We're gonna go mechanical computing as well. Get that research time down. But also, now we shall secure Italian loyalty. That's what Austria shall do.
You know what? The temptation to just return territory to South Africa is definitely there.
Pardon?
Like, I'm tempted to return the chunk of South Africa I have to South Africa. It's like, it would be less effort.
Yeah, but South Africa is a dominion of the UK.
Ooh.
But if you give them land, will they get more of them point things to be promoted?
Them point things.
Yeah, bro, I don't have any of the DLC, bro. If they get some more of the point things, yeah, will they be able to be set free? Will they be able to
the way they get more point things is basically
infrastructure.
I believe they have to send their overlord equipment and shit in a lend lease, and then eventually they build up enough equipment to a point where they can then release it
Basically, yeah.
themselves.
What happens is, yeah, South Africa becomes friends with benefits with the UK, and UK's just dashes them aside, just like, oh, I'm fed up of you, because they've stuffed the UK's belly with too many ships. So then the UK can't handle it, and then the UK's like, nah, fam, get blocked on Instagram. So that's what happens, and then South Africa's
There
like
goes Korea.
apartheid way. Did you hear what I said?
What? Oh,
And then,
apartheid.
yeah, South Africa gets set free, and then, ooh,
It's like,
apartheid.
way, apartheid, let's go.
Let's go. Let's play. Alright, so I've got a lot of political power, and that's an event. Portugal is a republic. Well, not until I naval invade it with my 42 ships.
Just rams 42 ships into the coastline.
Yeah,
like,
just into
"What up,
Lisbon, like, just like what city?
like they're about to like put their signatures on the whole on the whole act to make it a republic, and then a battleship just rams through the fucking building and takes the table out, and it's like, can I help you? Yeah, you're not turning into a republic on my watch, bitch. Just drags him out into the street.
Nah, just rips up the sheet of paper and then attempts to reverse the battleship out of it, and then they get another battleship to pull the battleship out of the building.
Just dragging
like,
the entire building into the ocean and watching it
and then
sink. Like, well, I'm sure they didn't need those ministers anyway.
And then you've got like some 20th century meme artist, yeah, who's just stood there like beep, beep, beep.
This vehicle is reversing.
Please be careful. This vehicle is reversing. Ooh. Serbia, that is an act of war. You are currently training your people on my border. That's an act of war. I need to intervene to keep the status quo.
Just charges in like status quo, just kicking the door in and like just gunning them all down like status quo.
Yeah, like you just start flipping their army training beds like, this is not how we told you to do it. You're in Austria now. We're in Serbia? No, Austria's in Serbia, so that means Serbia is in Austria. Get that through your thick skulls, megafat. Get that through your thick skull, you fucking rats.
God fucking damn. I hate how you're limited to 5 armies in one army group though.
Oh, he's fucked, mate.
That bit's a bit annoying.
What is it? It's fully fucked, bro.
Hey, like I have an entire new army group now because I had 2 more divisions than I had space.
Yeah, exactly. Angetreten. Hausefech. Bum, 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 bum,
Oh god, the lack of equipment right now.
Oh yeah, let me check on that. Oh, I'm only 15,000 behind. I am currently making 3 support equipment a day, so that's going to be gone in a month. So then I'll be in the positive, and it's going to take another 100 days before we get our artillery.
My equipment in the field ratio is 81%.
Ooh, yeah, actually, don't make a naval dockyard in Istria, because if we're giving that back.
Don't want to give the Italians anything.
No, even though that navy would be 110% incompetent, but you know what I mean, like, don't want to give them any more than we've already got. Yeah. Yeah.
God damn it.
I
The
know,
early years of every Hearts of Iron 4 game are just so dead.
Yeah. It's just like, Do you want to go and watch a political discussion? That would be more interesting.
Yeah. Oh god, I'm just waiting for the... Like, you'll probably have a look at your YouTube and have a look at how long people have watched, and that's the point where you find out they just skip past the first, like, 3 episodes.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like sometimes, in all fairness, bro, I have done that on so many series. Unless, like, I actually know the YouTuber or streamer. Like, Uldrahill, like, I'll watch most of his stuff. Brandy, when he uploads, you know how it is. That's why I said
Brandy
when.
uploading.
That's why I said when he uploads.
Oh god, I love having an extra headset. Why though? Because it means I can somewhat wander around my room. Oh shit, it's
Yeah.
getting already.
Oh,
That's all
I
good.
pressed the wrong button, fam. I did not mean to press that button. Let's just go back into HOI. I didn't mean to press the fucking Windows button. My bad, guys. There you go. Alright, so securing Italian loyalty and revolution in Mexico.
Revolution in Mexico. Let's have a look here then, shall we?
So
I
we
can probably send volunteers to that if I want to. Oh god, I've just knocked so much shit off. I like just launched myself across the room like, revolution where? This must be stopped.
So basically, I can go through a Balkans policy, and I can annex Bosnia and shit, and then I can
Oh no.
send military advisors to Bulgaria and also
Liquid.
investigate Serbian expansionism.
Liquid, do you think we're gonna see the Mexican opposition win again, and then they'll be called the fucking Mexican opposition for the rest of the game?
Yes.
Again.
Yes. Definitely,
annoying.
bro. Definitely.
Can I send volunteers to Mexico? I need 15% more tension.
Yo, someone just go and slap a British officer in a bar. that'll probably be like,
Like-
oh my gosh, guys, why did you do that?
Just random German
Say-
officer just rolls up to him.
say
He's like,
sorry
"Oi,
now."
Brit Bong."
Mexico, can we send you divisions now? Is the world hot and spicy enough for you?
I can't remember whether or not does the UK AI actually station troops in France?
Yes. It takes them about a couple of months to get there in full force, but, like, in fairness, they don't have many divisions. They have, like, almost
Well, yeah,
half
the
of
idea
I've got.
again, the idea of
It's the
the
Navy.
British Army during World War One was that it was just
To
like
stand and
incredible
look
amounts
hard.
of quality.
Yeah. Basically,
Because
we
if
had
you-
the most professional army,
Yeah.
and it was the smallest army in the world, even though we were probably one
Like-
of the biggest powers.
We had genuinely, because of the Boer War as well, specifically,
Yeah,
we had
veterans.
so much experience and we were so much more capable than the other armies, and we were just much better prepared for like modern combat for that time, modern anyway.
I'll link you a podcast that I listened to a while back. It's called Blueprint. Let me write it on my board. Blueprint for Armageddon. And he taught. There's some people that he was reading some journals and stuff, and he was talking about like how basically a cameraman was over in France, and he was near like a British line that was defending off a German attack in the early days of the war, and they were outnumbered 4-1 were the British soldiers, and he was like, it's mad, like it was like it was like
Is that
four,
how he?
four
oh my
rounds
God, can you
chamber.
imagine?
Yeah, it was just
He's
like
just
mad,
like,
guys.
It was mad, guys. Yeah, it was fucking mad, bro. And
You-
it's like
you had
just
to
like an
be there to
80-year-old,
experience
90-year-old
it.
man just sat there, just.
No, but basically, yeah, it was like, it was like, enemy 100 meters, four bullets chamber, now, and then they'd put 4 bullets in the chamber, or
Yeah.
whatever. And
Oh
then,
yeah, that was also where they got the whole section attack stuff as well.
yeah, and then
they
they'd
got
be
on-
like
Like the
300
Boer,
meters, hold, 200
Sorry, I meant
meters,
Boer-
2 meters.
I was referring to the Boer War there, by the way. But
Two-
yeah, it's
two
like
bullets,
the Boer War taught the English army so much stuff.
Yeah, it
Like
did.
I think the Boer War was one of the biggest reasons as to why the British Army was so much better prepared in the sense of like skill in it.
Like, if you think of the
'Cause the
British Army
Germans
now,
had- The Germans
Oh
had
my
genuine problems with the British troops. Like they physically could not get past them.
like that is an example. So this little set, so
Or at
this
least they struggled anyway. I
this story, yeah, what I'm talking about, there was 30,000 of the original 80,000 troops there, right? Right, so that's almost half of them. And there was 120,000 Germans, and the Germans retreated. Like, are you mad? Like, you don't see that often. Like, Germans retreating. It just, you don't see it often.
God.
But
I watched a documentary recently. It did kind of make me feel quite bad for Germany. Like, they were in 1918 when the thing was passed, if I recall correctly. They were just on the verge of an assault that was actually going to work, and they had already been winning minor successful skirmishes and stuff.
yeah,
And other than, I think there was a bit of a pushback assault by the Allies recently, but like, oh my god, like the German army was so well prepared. Like it could have gone on for longer.
it was just the fact that
Easily.
there was strikes and not enough food in Germany because of the blockade, which was helped
Yeah.
with Britain and Norway and stuff.
Because the front line itself was fine.
Yeah,
And they seemed to do alright for themselves.
like they pushed very far into France. Like,
Yeah, they were still in enemy, like across the board they were still
like
in enemy
when
territory.
when the war ended, Germany were still in France. Like, they lost and they gained territory.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? They had for 4 years that territory in France, and it was slowly depleting. But the Germans were getting stability and reinforcements and stuff. But I was talking about, like, you know how you said, oh, you feel bad for the German army. In this podcast I was listening to, he was on about, well, yeah. One sec.
Oh no. That feeling when Take Me Home Country Roads pops on in the background.
Oh
I'll probably
no!
listen to
What did
this
I wait?
whilst
What did I do?
it runs. Oh.
Well, fuck it, bro. Are these my
Oh,
bitches? Yeah, they're my
Christ.
bitches. They're my
Oh
bitches,
my
bro.
fucking god, what have you done?
I don't know. I just clicked a button and it's looked good.
And of
bro.
course, Country Roads is playing as you did this as well. Like, this is fucking perfect timing.
Bro.
Oh my
Oh,
Christ,
no.
what have you done?
I've got 6
How did you
minutes.
do that? You absolute melon. You just annexed Bosnia and Herzegovina, and now you've just shattered harder than a vase that was like force slammed into the ground. Like, what's going on? You've just lost. Oh my god, you've just lost most of your army as well. Oh,
No, I've still got my whole
Christ.
army, bro. I've still got my whole army.
Yeah, but you say that, but like, oh wait, yeah, is it still yours?
Yeah.
Some of the units have been handed over though.
Nah, I've still got 66 divisions.
Okay, never mind. Some of your subjects just got 3 fucking divisions then.
Basically.
I don't know. Does that work, or do you
It
want
was
to?
a strategy play.
So do you want to keep it like this, or do you
Yes.
want to? Okay.
I think it's going to be a bold move, and I think
It's a
we
very
might...
fucking bold move, to be honest.
It's a very bold move, but that means are the Russians ready? That's what it means. World War I in 1911. Let's go.
Thing is, are your oh my god,
The Russians
are
aren't ready
your
from...
are your subjects actually able to hold their own though?
10 divisions, 5 divisions, but Hungary has 7 military factories, 21
Oh, really? The
cities.
Triple Alliance just completed. Let me just go and quickly slam in support Italy. I belong. Sorry. West Virginia. God, the Austrian Empire bit looks so ugly now.
It looks dead, mate. It looks like a fucking worm. Oh yeah, Serbia, yeah, now that you're closed in by Croatia and Kingdom of
Hungary.
Hungary, bro, you really think you're going to be able to assert your position in Europe?
Oh, that's one. By the way, that's one thing you could do. I don't know if you will. Is a lot of HOI4 YouTubers do like cut down their episodes quite a bit, and they just put interesting bits in.
Yeah.
So if we do just babble on and talk a lot of shit, to be fair, you could cut it out probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Oh Christ.
So tomorrow at college I've got a graveyard shift, which basically means I'm in until like 4:30.
After Perispecs. I mean, is that okay? I'm gonna
That's
start
what we-
calling most of my days graveyard shift then.
No, well, we just call it graveyard shift because every day we finish at like 3. So one day
Yeah.
we finish at like 4:30. So we just call it graveyard shift. And it's in the middle of the week as well, so it's just the worst.
Oh god, tomorrow I have ACF.
What the fuck is that?
Army Cadet Force. It's for the work experience part of the Uniform Public Services course. You do Army Cadet stuff,
Yeah.
and it is fucking knackering at this time of the year. Well, I mean, I don't know if at this time of the year it applies totally, but
Yeah.
we've gone from, we're not just doing purely drill, which is like marching around stuff. God, I fucking hated that. We're not just doing that now. We've moved on to field movement,
The
which
thing
is
is-
field movement. Hang on. Field movement is basically sprint forward and throw yourself into the dirt and crawl a bit, and then the people behind you sprint forward. They go between the two people that are currently laying in the dirt, and they sprint and go respectively right and left, and they dive down and lay in the dirt, and then the next two go, and you do that. And then there's other stuff that we were made to do as well. Oh yeah, he was also kind of pissed at people not having their boots cleaned and polished and shit, so we also at one point had to fucking leopard. Oh my god, that was so painful. Like, not necessarily physically painful, but yeah, we had to fucking leopard crawl. I think how 100, 200 meters, 300 meters. I don't know. We had to leopard crawl for fucking. It was a long while, and it's basically like it is the classic movie style crawl. By the way, the leopard crawl, like where you're just on your belly and you're just crawling through the fucking dirt, and oh my god, it gets so much muck all over your kit. It's like, yeah, have fun cleaning that, and if you don't clean it in time for next week, haha, I'm gonna throw your boots into the field, and you can run and get them in your socks. Have fun, and everyone's just like, please, no.
I can't, bro. I can't. The amount of anger that just came out of your voice. You just like, and he throws your boots into the field. You got to run across it with your sock in this weather.
He literally will, though. Oh my god, yeah. If it's fucking raining as well, oh god, I'm gonna love it. I actually do.
You do actually.
I do. I like the rain.
You actually.
So thinking
same.
about it, I wouldn't complain if we were crawling through the mud in the rain. However, if we're just crawling through the mud and there's a wind and it's fucking cold, then that just feels shit.
Alright, guys, then. So, this has been episode dos, if you're Spanish. This has been episode Schwein, if you're German. This has been episode 2, if you're English. This has been episode...
Get
if you're
stuck.
French. But no one actually, I don't think anyone watches in France. But I would like to thank you guys for watching. Once again, it has been me, Liquid Hotshot, and...
Praetore.
Exactamundo. Rather than
Still
tripping
can't
over my
pronounce it.
own shoelaces, I'm just making you say it. Praetor. Boom. Said it right. Nailed it.
Congratulations.
And thanks for watching. If you did enjoy this episode of Praetor, you know,
Babbling
absolutely
quite hard.
blasting the army cadet system, basically.
Not really. It was
and
just
me-
no. Don't say that, because I'd imagine at some point in time my teacher will probably find the video and then just beat me profusely. No, I do enjoy it. It's just quite fucking tiring.
Yeah, so if you liked me laughing uncontrollably, then drop a like down below. Subscribe if you're
'cause
new
that was
and want to see
entertaining.
more HOI4 Euro Truck Sim gameplay. And yeah, have a fucking great day, and I'll see yous probably sometime soon. Yeah, soon, dickheads.